Brandon. I want to play quick, one word or one answer game with you.
All right.
Okay?
Yep.
One sport you'd play other than football.
Field, as in like track and field, like for throwing.
Fishing or hunting.
Fishing.
Pre-workout or creatine.
Okay, I know it's just one word, but are we talking about
just which one?
Past or right now? Better or what we done more?
Which one?
Motherfucker,
You only got one.
I can't take pre-workout anymore, so creatine.
Bench or squat.
Bench.
Clean or bicep curls.
Bicep curling give me no record. I gotta go clean.
Harrison or McCutcheon.
That's tough. It's not that tough. McCutcheon, because I hate Harrison way more.
CC or West Side.
Gotta go CC. I hate West Side. Oh wait. I think a closer one would be West Side Harrison.
Which one?
Bro, that's tough because dude, I cannot say West Side. I gotta go Harrison. I cannot say West Side, man.
I don't blame you on that.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm just gonna ask you a generic question. I want you to answer it.
Okay.
Fourth quarter, Super Bowl, 2 minutes left, no timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
Which quarterback do you want the ball in their hands most outside of Patrick Mahomes? And you can explain why. I mean, I'm just asking you straight up.
Gotta go Brady.
Okay, you have a current guy? I mean, Brady's my guy. You know, I agree with you.
So you said like current guy?
Yeah,
now.
current guy. Yeah. I mean,
Brady's iffy. He's iffy.
You think he'll come back?
I think okay. Well, so I have to throw him as a pass.
All right, let's take the guys who won 7 out of the last 9 Super Bowls: Brady, Manning, and Mahomes. Let's
take those out of it.
Take the greats out.
Okay, and then I could have anybody I want. Or
Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Hurts, Lamar, Burrow, Stafford, my guy.
You said just one drive, right?
One drive. You got no freaking timeouts. Let's say you're down. Let's say you're down by 3. Actually, down by 4.
I'm gonna
Can't
need
kick a field goal. No timeouts.
I'd probably want 2011 Aaron Rodgers, but not now.
My guy, you gotta give me a current. Give me a current.
God. The only thing that's tough is I don't necessarily like any of the guys right now besides Mahomes, which is making it tough. Okay, while this is recording, Joe Burrow kind of sucks. Josh Allen kind of stinks. Jalen Hurts kind of stinks. This is about to be so outrageous, but I'm actually going with Matt Stafford. He put up a good game against the Niners, and if we're talking about a guy, nobody else besides Mahomes, out of the current guys have won a Super Bowl. Am I right?
Out of Stafford and Mahomes.
Besides Mahomes, who's actually won a Super Bowl?
Nick Foles, but he's out of the league.
Yeah, so
Carson Wentz was on
none of
that team.
None of the new guys know what it's like to win at the highest level. So, you gotta give me Stafford because there's just been a couple times. Josh Allen against the Jets 2 weeks ago threw 3 picks. Burrow 82 yards and a half. Jalen Hurts hasn't looked necessarily great. So, I gotta go Stafford.
That's a good pick.
Because if we're talking about how truly that current right now, put him out there. I don't trust Burrow.
Something about me wants to trust Josh Allen. I know he's a turnover, but I trust. I know you're gonna win the game with Josh Allen. You're gonna lose with him, but I think Josh Allen. I've seen him in game when he. The funny thing about Josh Allen is he does dumb stuff when he's he gets bored, kind of, so to speak.
Yeah.
He just does dumb stuff. But I'll say this about Josh Allen. I've seen it against my Patriots firsthand. That dude can ball, bro. Like, he can really, like, he can make chicken scratch out of chicken poop. Like, he just...
Yeah, but there's an OT not too long ago, and he didn't win that, so...
He didn't get the ball. Rules change.
Yeah.
But your guy is Matt Stafford, then?
Just because he's done it, and, you know, he's looking pretty good.
All right. 85 Bears defense, 2,000 Ravens.
I'm going to go 2,000 Ravens just because, you know, I want to show respect to 85 Bears, but also, you know, there's a lot of question marks with them just because, you know, if you played that type of defense against the offense today, in all honesty, it might get cooked off the quick pass game, and they actually did get cooked. The Niners came in. But I feel like, you know, with the dogs that the Ravens have, I feel like they're shutting down the run, but they're also shutting down the pass too because, you know, you got cats, you know, great safety play. You know, Ray Lewis, in my opinion, the best linebacker to ever do it. So if we're just talking about pure dogs, you know, especially, you know, carrying that level of quarterback play to the Super Bowl, that's why I'm going the Ravens.
Legion of Boom or that 2015 Broncos defense? Manning's last Super Bowl.
That's a tough one, just because
I think you probably look at Seattle at the better secondary and then Denver at the better front seven.
Yeah, so
depends
I feel like that Denver defense actually doesn't get talked about enough. You know, you got Von Miller, who played absolutely insane in the Super Bowl, and DeMarcus Ware, Brandon Marshall at linebacker, and then Aqib Talib, and then Ware at safety. But I feel like, you know, after you get there, you know, the back end wasn't that high of a level. So, I mean, if we're just counting it, I feel like Broncos defense, what'd you say? Von Miller, Hall of Fame. DeMarcus Ware, Hall of Fame. Aqib Talib, Hall of Fame?
Probably not, but good, very good player.
So we got 2 Hall of Fame. And then Legion of Boom. Sherm? Is it definite?
Are you asking me Hall of Fame? Yeah, it gets tricky. I'll just say they got, you know, Chancellor, Sherman, Browner for the Manning Super Bowl, Earl Thomas, Bobby Wagner.
That's what I'm saying. So I know B-Wags and Earl Thomas.
Cliff Averill, Purdue.
Yes, sir.
I'll say this, as a Patriots fan, I'd much rather face the Legion of Boom for obvious reasons. That Denver defense was no joke. You guys fucked us up.
I'd say give me a season. I'll take the Legion of Boom. But I'd say, you know, give me a game, especially with game records like Von Miller. Because all he showed us in the Super Bowl was, you know, Super Bowl MVP. So I'd say, you know, doing a cop-out, but, you know, give me a season, Legion of Boom, give me a game, Denver's defense.
Montana or Manning?
Manning.
A former athlete that you'd love to, I don't want to say have lunch with, that's cliche, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like watching people eat meat, having people watch me eat a ton.
Yeah.
Let's go, you spend a day with them, you play a sport, you know, you hang out, maybe you fish, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah.
Former athlete you'd love to do that with, dead or alive.
That's a good one. Okay. I mean, he technically counts as it. You know, I gotta go with the boy. You know, oh, I actually cut behind Will Compton.
Will Compton,
The
wow.
boy.
Shout out Bustin' with the Boys.
Shout out Bustin' with the Boys.
All right, so, well, depending on what you think of Will Compton's status in his career right now, could you name a current NFL player or athlete even that you'd love to
So he's great. So my other idea is it basically kind of like the same thing as Will Compton. It was going to be Pat McAfee.
Okay.
It's the guy at the show. And then now, if you want to go current, next guy with the show. Now the only toss up is, I'm thinking, Travis, Jason Kelsey, or Taylor Lewan. Are we counting Taylor as current?
He's a free agent. So, let me ask you this. So you would rather have like the fun, quote unquote, with Taylor Lewan had some good, not less. McAfee is a great punter. I'm not trying to say less than careers, but would you rather hang out with somebody with a good personality like that, or like a superstar? Like maybe you hang out with, I don't know, like Mahomes. It might not be as fun.
Yeah.
Do some shrimps with Aaron Rodgers. What's the...
So the only thing I was thinking of was actually with like a Will Compton. Like I actually would want to talk ball just because he's a linebacker, so you'd know those sorts of things. And then I still feel like even if it was guys that are considered fun, still be able to talk about some cool stuff. Like that's why I feel like Travis Kelsey would probably be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just he seems like a cool dude, but he seems like he knows ball too.
Is there an NFL coach you'd love to play for? Give me your top guy right now you'd love to play for.
Oh, definitely Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
I'd run through a brick wall for Dan Campbell.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Yeah.
Is there a coach you wouldn't want to play for if you had a choice?
Who was the Cardinals head coach?
Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah. That's the number one. I can't stand that guy. He's just fake. The boys played hard though. The boys played hard. That I'd say number 2 would be Vrabes that I'd want to play for.
Yeah, you're right.
Mike Vrabel. I'd say the next one.
Tomlin?
No, he flipped. Well, yeah, Tomlin would be next. I hate to say it. I couldn't put him in the hate category, but the only guy that kind of stands out to me is just Ron Rivera seems kind of slimy. Like Washington's doing good, but I've seen him call out his quarterbacks and just make a lot of excuses.
Yeah.
So I can think of a lot of pretty good coaches. Sean McVay, McDaniels, great coaches. I'd want to play from the winning aspect, but to sit down in a room, I don't know if I really want to talk ball with. I don't know. I like McDaniels, but just being a defensive guy, he might weird me out a little bit. But he's a damn good coach, though. But yeah, I can't really think of too many bad coaches besides Gannon or Rivera, honestly.
Mike McDaniel, mark my words.
What?
That's who I play for.
I like.
It's because I would play quarterback. I'm not going to play anything else.
Okay.
So when I'm looking at it through my lens,
yeah,
that guy draws up good stuff. And I don't mean that, he's proved to be a great player, but, Tua's similar, size to me, and not doesn't have a Josh Allen type arm. And, obviously they have great receivers, but, what he does to draw up some of these plays, man, the guy's a wizard.
Yeah, what I was thinking too is we're talking about like the best D coordinators in the NFL, because if you get paired up with a guy like McDaniels, I don't know how the NFL team works, but if it works anything like how high school was, Pat Shanley's offensive-minded head coach, the head coach is going to be around the offense 90% of the time. He's just going to run over and be like, hey, Siegel, how's it going? Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to see McDaniels too much. So then it'd really be about who the D coordinator is. But I feel like a guy like Dan Campbell, just, he'd be one of those guys to fire somebody up. So, but I'd like to play for Mike McDaniel too, just how he could drop a play.
How often do you talk to your high school coach?
Not really too often. Every time I go to a game, I say hi, but, I've been working a lot lately. Haven't been able to watch the guys play. They just took a tough loss to Harrison, so hoping they can bounce back a little bit.
Is there a coach along your football journey that has maybe stood out more than others to you? Made a bigger impact?
I definitely say from middle school, Coach Gerard. He coached me 8th grade year, and he was the first coach to actually, have the trust to move me, actually let me play linebacker. And
oh wow.
Yeah. So I feel like that was huge.
Shout out Coach Gerard.
Shout out Coach Gerard. And I feel like if we're, going back really far, it'd be 5th grade. Mark Preston let me join the basketball team. Because he took me off to the side. It was 5th grade. Was not that athletic. No, it wouldn't have been 5th. It was 7th grade. 7th grade basketball. I was not that athletic, and he said, "Hey, I was kind of tossed up on having you make the team or not, but I trusted you, but you got to bust your tail." And then I ended up working my way up. Got to play a decent amount, like 18 games. So from going to a guy who like almost barely made the team to playing a lot of A team and was pretty much like one of the best players on B team. I know we're talking A team, B team, middle school, whatever, but that was just huge for a kid like me because then that got me into shape for football, and then got me some confidence rolling. So, oddly enough, shout out Mark Preston, shout out Coach Gerard.
Great guy, Mr. Preston. Great guy.
And just I got a lot to run through, but just all the varsity coaches, Coach Cron, Jared Shanley. Shout out Coach Hendo, big shout out. Coach Edwards. Just a lot of guys. So,
yeah.
Hey, number one, I don't know how I almost forgot this. That man, OGD, Coach Duncan.
Coach Duncan, you got me right, yeah.
Got me right. He might be number one, actually.
Yeah, I mean.
It's tough because when you think of just like normal coaches, you don't really think of the strength coaches. So.
Well, as an impact, he might be number one.
Oh, yeah. So I'd probably, Coach OGD was huge. Coach Russell was huge. Shout out the guys.
Sweet.
And then